Hey everyone, it's Justin with PNC. I'm here with the introductory Monday Minutes, where what I'm going to do is take a couple minutes every Monday to meet with someone in the industry to provide a resource to you, some tips, some information that we thought was interesting. So for the introductory show,
Yes.
I've got Chris here. Chris is the Northeast Market Manager for PNC.
Hello.
So this was an easy guest for me since he works literally like 10 feet away from me.
Very easy. He didn't have to twist my arm for this one.
So what we're going to do is we're going to allow this to be a resource. Since it is live, you can certainly send us questions if there's someone that you'd like to hear from or if there's a topic that you'd like to hear about. This is going to give you an opportunity to leave a comment, message me directly on stuff you'd like to hear about, some topics, and we'll definitely cover that. So as kind of this introductory week, we wanted to let Chris talk a little bit about some things he's seeing in the market, what it's like as a market manager, and maybe some tips that he can offer as well.
Awesome. Well, appreciate the introduction. This is awesome. Glad that Justin's being a part of this because I think having informative information out in the marketplace is very beneficial to a lot of the people in our industry. So I think having this on a regular basis is going to be pretty awesome. Some of the trends out there, obviously we're getting in that buying season. Homes are not staying on the shelf. Inventory is obviously extremely low, so you got to be very prepared for what's going on. Really see what's going on out there. Doing a lot of community involvement. That's big with PNC and what I do on a regular basis. We have a lot of partnerships on a local level with PNC. And some people might ask, who's PNC? PNC is a pretty large bank. We're based out of Pittsburgh, but we do not have any bank branches here in the Jacksonville area, but we do employ about 500 employees at our ops center. We have one of our main mortgage fulfillment centers here. Benefit about what we do, we're very big out in the community, and a lot of people locally in Jacksonville realize that for the simple fact that we're not gaining any benefit of having bank branches or checking accounts or so on and so forth, but very big into cultural council. Some of you that are familiar with the local art community, PNC's donated a lot of money to local students for scholarships. I think $600,000 over the next 3 years. PNC is a very big advocate of the art community. So very, very proud to be a part of that. We donate a good amount of time at the VA clinic locally at the downtown Jacksonville area. Justin and I and Anthony were there 2 weeks ago, just showing our appreciation to the veterans, but not only that, doing some financial literacy classes and educating them on some of the benefits on what's available to them. Also, last week we were part of the Job Corps Center. It's a local school that specifically talks about trades to the local area, educating students from anywhere from 18 to 24, giving them an opportunity to expand in their career, and we do financial literacy out there as well. But I don't know how much time I have here, Justin, but I can go on and on. So last thing I want to kind of talk about is actually two things. Apologize. We have our start of the summer education classes. This is for some of the local real estate agents in the marketplace. What we're going to talk about is come meet underwriters and processors. Thought it'd be a good opportunity to get some of the questions answered on a level of, you get those clients that you try to understand, well, why did that take place? Why did this take place? So we're going to have come meet your underwriter session, a lunch and learn. We're also going to have a CPA session, a lot of new tax changes, tax laws that are taking place in the market. We're actually going to schedule a lunch and learn in regards to asking some of those questions and how it helps and benefits real estate agents and things that they need to watch out for and some of the trends. We're also going to have a rent-to-own class here in the next month or so. A lot of millennials out there that are possibly looking to buy in this industry. So we want them to be prepared for what's going on out there in the marketplace. Also, I'll leave you with this. Going to have a tip of the day, and this is for a lot of real estate agents out there. Tip of the day is conditional approval versus pre-approval. Pre-approval could be just one of your clients calling in to a loan officer, just giving some basic information, and that loan officer, based off of that information, just saying, hey, well, you are pre-approved based off of XYZ, as long as you supply the supporting documents. So that's one aspect. You have pre-approval. What PNC likes to do is we go as far as getting a conditional approval. Now, what a conditional approval means is we get that client's information. We may spend an extra day or two or a couple more hours with that client on the phone to receive as much information as we can, income docs, anything that we need to get to an underwriter to have them look at right away. Normally, turn time's 24 to 48 hours, but your client will then receive a conditional approval from an underwriter, knowing that when you're looking at homes with them out in the marketplace, that they are conditionally approved. The only thing they really need to find is that property. Pre-approval, there's still some unanswered questions. Their application has not been received by an underwriter, has not been looked at. So when you're working with some of your clients, I would ask them, do you have a pre-approval or conditional approval? And tell them the pros and cons in regards to that. One of the other biggest things is offer accepts. Marketplace is spinning right now. There's a lot of stuff going on. So you may see 3 or 4 offers on one home. Now that seller's agent and that seller might accept a conditional approval opposed to a pre-approval, knowing that that client is already approved. So there's a lot of benefits to that, and Justin can elaborate and we can discuss in further detail if you have any questions in regards to that.
Absolutely. So, and Chris hit on a lot of great points here. We have a lot of events coming up here locally through PNC as well as some other ones in the community. I will definitely give y'all information as we get that lunch and learn, the lunch with an underwriter, because that is such a huge event to be able to sit down with an underwriter and say, why is this file not getting approved? I had a file denied for this before. What can we do to get around that? Because that's a big question. I've met with a lot of agents, a lot of brokers who say, I'd love to talk to an underwriter, and this is going to be an opportunity to do that. This is going to be the year of education. We're going to educate our friends in the industry, our buyers. We're going to make sure that everyone is a resource in this, and that's what this is going to be an opportunity to do. Rachel, as you can see, this is why it takes me a while to get home sometimes, because Chris can talk.
Yes, unfortunately.
But this is great. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do this every week. Monday, probably somewhere right around 10 a.m., we're going to have a guest on. I've got some great guests lined up for y'all. We're going to have some brokers. We're going to have some agents. We're going to have some insurance individuals. We're going to have some home inspectors. We're going to have title agents. We're going to bring everyone that's part of the transaction in here so that you can ask questions for them. So if there's someone you'd like to see or some topics you'd like to hear about, definitely message me. You can email me, justin.fox@pnc.com, or just give me a call, 904-228-0742, and I'll be happy to go over that with you. Otherwise, we'll see y'all next week.